Welcome. My name is Zane Smiley, and we're going to talk about the requirements for the Alamo Junior Academy of Sciences for the season of 2024. What I'm going to talk to you about today is the schedule, the format, the platform we're going to be using for AJAS, which is Rocket Judge, how this video interview experience will go, and then give you opportunities or a place to come and join us to answer questions. So the dates for the fair, or excuse me, date for the academy is January 27th and 28th. First round judging will actually be on the 27th, and then blue ribbon judging will be on the 28th, with awards coming in on February 4th, coming out February 4th via video. A couple of updates that I'd like to talk about is that if you have not submitted your paper already, and there's an email that's been sent out to teachers about who has not submitted their paper, the absolute last day to submit papers is going to be January 24th at 4 p.m. At that point, we'll no longer be able to submit papers. And then the paper, remember that you are being judged on, for the academy, you're judged on your presentation and your paper. So your papers need to be submitted beforehand and not during the interview. The format of judging will be a 12-minute oral presentation. So you'll have 12 minutes in front of two category judges, at least two category judges. You'll also have about 3 to 4 minutes of question and answering with the judges. It is important that you make sure that you stay within the 12-minute time, because everybody has to have be able to have enough time to judge everyone. So you need to stay within the 12 minutes in order to get your presentation completed. The paper again is due January 24th and it can be no longer than 20 pages. You need to submit it either as a Google Doc, Word doc, or PowerPoint. The presentation is going to be a Google slide or a PowerPoint. You'll be able to share that from your computer. You're judged again on your oral presentation and your written presentation. So you're judged on both things as part of your project. Resources and documents can be found at aras.org. So if you we're going to go to the aras.org website, and I'm going to show you where you can find that and upload your information if you haven't done so already. So you click on, or you go to aras.org. When you're here at there, you're going to click on Programs, go to Junior Academy of Sciences. Here at Junior Academy of Sciences, you're going to have the information about the program. Here at AJAS Submission, this is where you're going to submit your paper and your presentation. That's going to go through a Google form, and you'll be submitting those information. For resources about the program, there are lots of different resources here. They have AJAS sample report of what a report should look like. There's sample report for AJAS as well here. You also have down here, if you scroll down, you'll have the criteria that you'll be judged on by the judges, so a judging criteria. So this is the information that you should look at in order to make sure that you are ready for the Junior Academy of Sciences and ready for judging. So all that can be found at aras.org. So the platform that we're going to be using is Rocket Judge, and the main reason that we use Rocket Judge is that it gives you, the participant, the ability to give live presentation to the judges. It is virtual, but it is a live presentation, and you're judged on your ability to present your work, defend your work, and how well you have communicated your work through your presentation and paper. A couple of things that you need to check before that you are ready for judging. The platform uses an app called Chime, which is through Amazon, and that's the video conferencing app that is used through the program. You need to check to make sure that your system and your network allows Chime to work. It's been known that some school networks block the ability for Chime to work on their campuses. Also, some school devices do the same. So please check with your device before your time. You're going to go and look for this website. And if you just do a search for Amazon Chime test, you will find this website, but you can click or go to here and check for your device and make sure that your device works and your network works with Chime, because Chime is the thing, or the video conferencing platform that the Rocket Judge uses. Okay, again, our schedule, the first round will start on January 25th at 11. Excuse me. Let me get that. Let me rephrase that. The first round of notifications. So your time for presentation will be sent out on January 25th at 11 p.m. So January 25th at 11 p.m. you need to make sure that you check with your teacher and also in your emails to see if you've gotten your link for your presentation. That should come out sometime after 11 p.m. on January 25th. On January 26th, all of your work will be opened up to judges. So judges will start to be able to look at your paper, look at your presentation on January 26th. On January 27th at 9 a.m. is the first round of judging. So that's on Saturday, January 27th. Interviews start at 9 a.m. Interviews will be given out at the random times, and they'll go for every 15 minutes. There'll be an interview. On January 27th by 11 p.m., blue ribbon interview notifications will be sent out to students and teachers. So those that are progressing to blue ribbon judging will be notified by our notification will start going out around 11 p.m. On January 28th, starting at 1 p.m., blue ribbon judging interviews will start. A couple of things that we need to make sure that you understand when you have submitted your work on the Google form. You need to make sure that you have given a phone number that you can be reached on Saturday, as well as an alternative email address that you can be reached. Because if you're not checking your student email, or if you're putting down the school phone number and we called you because you're missing your blue ribbon or your interview, either blue ribbon or a first round interview, there's nothing that we can do. We can only call the information that we have on hand. So be sure that you've given clear information about where we can contact you on a Saturday. The video experience. Again, each student needs to be logged in about 15 minutes before your interview time. So if your interview time is at 9:30, then that means that you're logging on and getting into your space at 9:15, so 15 minutes before time. You will be getting an email, and in that email you'll get a link. Everybody gets their own specific link that's unique to each of your participants. And you'll see that the one that you are going to do your presentation is going to have this Rocket Judge, it's going to have all this other stuff, but you're really going to look for that, make sure that you see that word that says present. This is the link that you will need to present your work. And it's imperative that you be there 15 minutes before your scheduled time. What you will need. You need a device that will connect to the internet. You need a working webcam. You need a working mic. You need your presentation. You need your judge link. These are the things that you need, and make sure that you have access to that. Again, you will have the ability to share your screen, so all your information and your presentation should be there so that you can just share your screen. A couple of things to make sure that you keep in mind when choosing where you're going to do your presentation. Limit background noises. Make sure your camera is positioned properly so that we can see your face and see what's going on. If you choose to use a webcam, be sure that it's stable and right position, eye level. Limit distractions in your room and where you're going to be. You can make it easier by focusing on the meeting by turning off all your notifications, minimizing apps that's running. Turn your phones off unless we're trying to get in touch with you. So avoid multitasking. These are just some very wise things to take into account when you're giving your presentation. You want to limit all your distractions. So once you click on your link and you open up that presentation link, you see here the presentation link, it is best if you use Google Chrome as part of your system that you're going to be using for Rocket Judge. But again, it is imperative that you first test the chime and make sure that it's working on your device that you're going to use, as well as your network that you will be when you are doing your presentation. You need to check that. It is important to do so. Okay, so Rocket Judge will open up and you'll get this screen. You're going to have to click down here to say I agree, and then you'll click here to say let's do this. Once you click let's do this, it'll look like this. They'll give you your time that you're scheduled to join your room. You're going to put your name here, your first name, then you're going to click join room. After you put your name in, turns blue, clicks join room. When you click join room, a couple of things that you need to make sure, especially, is to go up to the top, and if you hit the lock, make sure that your connection is secure, but also that you are allowing to share your camera and your mic. Make sure that these two things are at allowed. Select your default mic, select your camera, select your default speakers, and then you make sure that that is all selected. Then click join, and here's the most important part. We may be running behind when you're going into judging. You need to wait. So you're going to come in here and just going to say waiting for other judges to join. As long as it's sitting here spinning and waiting for other judges to join, that just means that you're in queue and that your judges will be on their way. So please just hang out and be patient. Be patient. Judges will be giving every interview a chance to present their work in the time they allowed. Interviews rooms may be running a little late depending on judge check-in and how things are going, but just be patient. Once the judges join, you'll have your video here, and then the judges' videos are here. A couple of things that you need to point out are these green buttons. This is to mute your mic. This is to turn off your video. This is to mute your sound. This is your settings. This button right here is for sharing. Click that button. It's going to open up the sharing component. You're going to choose where your presentation is and choose that to share. Click share, and then your presentation will show up here, and then you present your presentation to your judges. We'll have 12 minutes, and then the judges will give you time's up, and then at that time they'll give you a Q&A. Q&A will happen, and then you're done. Once you are done for that day. If you are promoted to Blue Ribbon, you will be getting a message with a new presentation link. If you have questions, we are going to have a Q&A meeting for teachers and students on Tuesday, January 23rd at 6:30 p.m. You can join us by Google Meets using this video meeting link. This will be going out as an email to all teachers and students. If not, you can reach out to either myself or Ms. Perez at these contact informations. Thank you, and we're excited to have you back at AJAS.